Welcome back to A Closer Look. If you're just joining us, my guest today is Joshua Kilborn. He is the chairman of the board of directors of Camp Bays Mountain. Again, welcome.
Thank you.
So we were talking about walking through a day of camp, and it sounds fabulous. And this is the first year you guys have offered Camp Bays Mountain. It's fabulous. I hope you get a good turnout. How has it been so far?
This first week we are full.
What is full?
All our bunks are full. In fact, a couple of our support staff, we had to be creative where they were going to sleep. So that's a good problem to have.
Wow, especially the first week of the
Yes.
first year. That's amazing.
We're so
Good
grateful.
Job. Good job. Now you said this used to be past Johnson City, Buffalo Mountain Camp.
Correct.
Spot. Okay, so now I'm understanding this better.
Yes.
Because it took me a while, and we were sitting here during the break, and I thought, wait, is that the camp my son as a teenager went to when he was in, I think, high school? Yeah, it must have been high school. And he did the Eagle's Nest, and he did
Yes.
another one. I can't remember what all they were called.
Yes.
He loved it. Yeah, it was a great time.
I actually was an outpost counselor one summer in 2001, and so Eagle's Nest was a part of our outpost program, and we also had in-post camp where we had our regular cabins. But the summer I worked there, we had Eagle's Nest, TP Village, and then Farm Barn, where we actually had a farm camp. But the Buffalo Mountain Ministry, like I said, started in 1948 and just had such a rich history of camp. So many young people impacted through the camping ministry and so many impacted by the retreat ministry. In my experience at camp, I just saw how being in that context just opened kids up. I mean, they were in a place where they could really notice the beauty of this world and God's creation, and many coming to faith for the first time, and just seeing them come out of their shell and just being able to be a kid and be loved on, and to know that they're special, and that there's people who care and that God loves them. And it just made an impact on me, and I really believe that camp offers one of those unique opportunities for character formation, unlike any other. I love sports. I'm a big sports fan. Sports camps are great, and arts, those are so important.
Yes.
My wife's a music teacher. I've got, that's
So the arts are fabulous.
exactly. But camp just is it's a unique opportunity to have a week just where you can have fun and then hear messages of faith and learn new skills, and it just really makes a difference. And then the staff that worked there, it made such a difference in my life. My being a pastor today in the United Methodist Church, I actually am the pastor at First United Methodist in Church Hill, and it's in great part because of my experience at Buffalo Mountain Camp. I was support staff in '99, and like I said, a counselor in 2001. And one of the things about Camp Bays Mountain that I'm so thankful, having that connection with Buffalo Mountain, and that was so hard when we had to decide that we couldn't do it there anymore. But we have sought to maintain that connection. At the heart of our new camp is the camp bell from Buffalo Mountain Camp, and that was the key symbol of our former logo for Buffalo Mountain Camp. So there, when you drive up the road into Camp Bays Mountain, and the dining hall is there on your left, right below the dining hall is this beautiful bell tower, and it's the Buffalo Mountain Camp bell tower. We have our climbing tower from Buffalo Mountain, and this was an engineering feat.
A climbing tower?
It's quite tall for rock climbing, and it took 2 tractor trailers to move. They took it apart and then moved it from Buffalo Mountain to Camp Bays Mountain. And the story with that is a pretty amazing story. It had just been in use for a couple of years. It was kind of a sad story. It's the Christopher King Climbing Tower.
Okay.
And a former camper had a tragic accident at home, but his parents decided they wanted to do something to honor the memory of their son who had come to Buffalo Mountain. And so they spent 7 years raising money for a climbing tower. And so it was only in use for a couple years, and then the flood came. It was not affected by the flood because it was up on a knoll, and we were very grateful for that. But we just knew we wanted, if at all possible, to keep that.
To include that as much as it meant to the camp, and the family that raised the money worked so hard for it to be forgotten would have been sad.
So we were able to do that. There was actually a company in North Carolina that, believe it or not, they specialize in moving climbing towers. So
what?
It was amazing.
fabulous.
Yes, so we were so grateful for that. This week, actually, with it being the first week of camp, we are another connection. We are tomorrow, actually, we'll be running a torch, and it's called Move the Flame, from Buffalo Mountain Camp all the way to Camp Bays Mountain.
Wow.
So a 31-mile run, and we'll pass the torch along the way, and
Like the Olympics.
and we will arrive for what's really the heart of the week, or what it all leads to, our Thursday night Vespers campfire worship, where every night we have worship, but that Thursday night is where we just especially invite kids to respond after this week of camping, and many, come to faith, many rededicate their lives to the Lord, and it's just a powerful time. We also have Holy Communion that night, and so to bring the flame in and light the campfire from Buffalo Mountain, now at Camp Bays
A
Mountain.
rite of passage for the camp.
Exactly, such a powerful symbol, and the ministry continues, so we are so grateful for that. But
Oh, that's great. Well, that'd be special, really
Yes.
special. I know you're looking forward to that.
definitely.
Tell me, how can people get in touch with y'all to sign up? You still have openings for the rest of the summer, I hope.
Yes, we do. And
Okay.
You can actually register through our website, it's very simple. It's the name of our camp, www.campbaysmountain.com and /registration. Lauren Roper, who is our program coordinator, can be reached through our phone number on the screen, 423-349-8401. And even though we're run by the Methodist, we are open to anyone, and we have scholarships. We have a healthy scholarship fund, and we want to make sure that any kid can come, that the cost is not an issue. We also have tiered pricing as well, which there's the first level, which has a little bit of scholarship built in, and then level 2 is the actual cost of camp when you figure in the meals, the lodging, and paying the staff. And then tier 3, you can actually pay and help bless another child, so money will go back into the scholarship fund to help another child be able to come to camp.
So what's the average cost of camp?
It's a range, of course. With your day camp, those are the least expensive, and
Sure.
Start a couple $100s and then
For the
on up
1 week, right?
for the 1
Okay.
week, yes. And then your adventure camps get more up into the $400, $500 range. Everything's included, and like I said,
The food and the kayaks and
right.
the climbing.
Highly
and-
trained staff to make sure your kids are safe. The other great thing related to safety and security, the city of Kingsport annexed our camp, so we are a part of the city of Kingsport. So, we have the security protection and fire protection and EMS and so forth, and we also, have city water, and utilities are now all underground as well, and that kind of delayed our opening a little bit, but it worked for the best. So
Right,
we're
so
very
now they have
thankful.
fresh water and all that.
Yeah, we don't have to rely on a septic system, and so it's a blessing.
Oh, that's great. So how many camps are available? Like, is it one a week, or do you have maybe a couple different camps in the same week?
Every week, the day camp will happen.
Okay.
And every week, the different age groups will have different
So
camps.
you have several different
Yes.
camps going on at one time.
So, the week my kids go, it's called Nature Detectives, and that's for ages 8 to 10. That's the age of my children, or actually it's rising third graders and rising fifth graders. But then that same week there'll be the day camp, there'll be the half week camp, and then you'll have the older camps as well for the junior and senior high. So the ranges every week are there where different ages can come. So of course they have separate groups to do their different activities, but then they all come together for the worship times as well, and then at the dining hall for the meal times.
So a lot of people that are used to Buffalo Mountain, but Buffalo Mountain is no longer, they can just come to Camp Bays Mountain and have the
Exactly.
same wonderful experience.
Exactly.
Because this is passing down, I'm sure, through a lot of families, older siblings
Yes.
going, and the parents want the younger ones, because it was a really great experience
Yeah.
for Alex.
I'm glad to hear that.
Yeah, and Max went a year, and I don't know, I can't even remember if Reese went. Isn't that awful? It's like, the more kids you have, it's like, oh, isn't that awful? You forget. It's like, I think he went. But I know Alex, the reason I know he went, because he went for several years.
Yes.
and he loved it. And this is a great experience. And having it so close right here, that would have been great for me.
Yeah, we're so grateful for our location, just being
Such a
couple
beautiful
miles
location.
off of I-26. And one of the things we're working on is partnerships, going even further out into this region in East Tennessee, Southwest Virginia, just trying to build those partnerships. And anybody who wants to come can. And, it's very accessible, easy to get to. And so we're just thrilled.
So let's see again how we can register if we have that up on the screen. So you can just go to campbaysmountain.com/registration.
Yes.
campbaysmountain.com/registration, or you can contact Lauren Roper at 423-349-8401. And scholarships are available to all campers. So even if you think you can't afford it, go ahead and give them a call, and I'm sure you guys will see what you can do to help everybody go.
Exactly. For the scholarships, it's probably best to call Lauren Roper directly.
Okay.
Yes.
349-8401. Lauren, and this is such a great opportunity. I'm looking at this brochure, and it describes all the camps, and it has, what ages and the dates of them, and it describes, this is a fabulous little brochure.
Thank you.
So how can somebody get a hold of one of these?
Well, at all the United Methodist churches in the area, we have these, but we have them at the camp, and people can come during the camp day if they want to pick up a brochure as well. Yeah, we are glad to share those. And all the information is on the website. What you see in the brochure, you can find on the website as well.
Okay, great. Well, that sounds great. This has been an amazing, informative experience for me to learn about this, and I'm going to be passing the word on because I remember what a great camp it was for my kids. Thank you so much for coming today.
Great to be here.
And thank you for joining us for a closer look. I'll see you again next week.